Well, welcome back to the sawmill. It's Friday, December the 7th. It's about 9 a.m. and I've not done a video in over a week. I guess around Thanksgiving is when we moved the logs over here. It's been a while, but I've got a lot done. I've just not done a lot of videoing on it because it's kind of boring just to watch me move stuff and set stuff up, so I'm not really bore you guys with that. I've still been fighting this cold I've had for the past month. I think I'm about over it. I tell you, it was a rough time. Been coughing and hacking for about a month now. But anyways, guys, what we got going on here today is I'm moving one step closer to finally sawing. We got a winter storm coming in tomorrow night, which is Saturday. It's supposed to get about 12 inches up in the mountains, so we'll probably get about half that down here. I'm hoping to get 2 logs in place by tomorrow evening so we can start sawing. Well, today what I'm doing is I'm clearing a path beside the sawmill barn so I can drive the tractor around to bring timber in. I got about two maple trees to remove up there, small maples, nothing big. Good for bowl carving, that's about it. Cats are fighting. Now they go up the steps. But those maples are kind of small, good for spoon and bowl carving and stuff like that. And I got a little bit of some center blocks to move and some stuff like that, and a little bit of fencing left to take down. And once that's done, I'll be able to drive the tractor around that side of the building to bring logs in on that side where the mill is. So we're going to get that done today. But this morning, I'm going to run down to Morristown, which is about 50 minutes away. And there's a company down there that makes shiplap and flooring and all that kind of stuff. And they got a good deal going on some pine 1x6s for a shiplap. And normally I would just saw up something like that and dry it, but I'm telling you, at the prices they got this stuff at right now, I can't saw it and dry it and mill it for that price. And these are seconds and thirds, so the quality is a little bit lower, but that really doesn't matter. And what I'm going to be using this wood for is inside my wood shop on the walls, because right now it's just metal and that's it. You can't hang nothing on it or anything. That's pretty nice stuff. It's yellow pine, and they have some of it that's been stained and some of it's not been stained, just raw finished wood, and it looks pretty good from what the pictures I've seen. And it's a really good price, man. It's hard to pass up. 1x6x8 is about $2 per board. I mean, you go to Lowe's, it's $8. And that's about 50 cents a board foot. I'll take my own hemlock or pine or something like that and saw it up myself and dry it and take it to a molding shop and have that done. It'd be over $1 a board foot easily when you count fuel in there for driving it back and forth to the mill shop. So that's a really good deal, 50 cents a board foot. And it's got some knots and defects, that's why it's seconds and thirds. But for a wood shop wall, I could really care less about that. So let's ride down the road to Morristown. It's about a 45 or 50 minute drive, something like that. We'll pick up some of that, enough for one wall. And I've also got to run to Lowe's as well to get some 2x3s to frame the walls out. Because if we get this snow like we're supposed to be getting this weekend, we'll probably snowed in here for a few days, and that'd give me something to do inside the shop. I can build my walls. Awful hard to hang stuff up in there. There's nothing to hang anything from. It's just metal and that's it. So I got to put something on these walls, and most importantly, insulate them. Stay warm this winter. So let's head down the road and look at this pine. When we get back here, I'll bring the camera in closer to inside the truck, and the truck is a filthy mess right now where I've been moving everything, so look over the mess. But I got some really nice seat covers. My wife got them for me the other day for my birthday. In case you guys are wondering, I had a birthday 2 days ago and I'm 39 years old. So that answers that question in case you're wondering. Cats are running all over the place playing out here this morning. And secondly, I appreciate you guys on Patreon. You guys support me over there on this channel, and it helps keep these cameras going and buys memory cards and the drone. All that stuff comes from Patreon, so I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you guys over there that give me a donation every month. It really helps a lot. And if you're interested in helping out this channel and keeping these cameras running, there's a link down below in every one of these videos that goes over to Patreon. And another thing, I got hats coming. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out though. I just ordered 6 to begin with. I should have them before Christmas, and I'll show you guys on the video when they come out. And if they look good and I like the quality of them, we'll do a run here and order a bunch of them and sell them. But I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. So I've never had hats made before. It's the same company that made the t-shirts we did last year. So hopefully they'll turn out good. More on that later. Let's get down to Morristown and get some pine. this town, I tell you, they wear their pajamas all day long because most of them don't have a job. I mean, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. We're at Home Depot, and there he goes, him and his family. Kids are wearing clothes. Mom and Dad wearing pajamas. Never fails. Usually you don't see that at Home Depot. At Walmart, though, you see that all day long. Pajama Town. That's what they should call this place. Pajama Town. That's all people wear. I tell you what, for 50 cents a board foot, which is what this comes out to, this is a really good deal. These are 1x6s by 8, 4 board feet, and they're $2 a piece, so it's 50 cents a board foot. And there's no way I could saw these, draw them, and have them milled to a shiplap like this at that price. There's no way. Plus they're stained, they're pre-finished. That's hard to beat. Take a look at the quality here. And they consider these to be seconds and thirds. But there's a few knots on them and a few small defects, but nothing, you know, this wood shop ain't gonna mind. It's gonna look really good on the walls in here. And this finish on here, it's a stain. He says they send them off somewhere after they're milled and have them stained. And this reminds me of the Shudibon method. And I'm probably butchering that term. I done a video on it last spring where you burn the wood and you put linseed oil on top of it. Or Shudibon or something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about though. My Chinese or Japanese is not very good. The Tennessee accent, saying Chinese or Japanese words, is probably a horrible way to say it. But you know what I'm talking about. So that's really got that look to it though, without having to burn it on there. Really happy with these. He had 3 different kinds: a lighter color, a natural wood color, which is what the back of these look like, and this darker finish. That's the one I went with. So it's gonna take 60 boards to do one wall. This part of the shop is 20 by 30. So 60 boards will do one wall. So that's about about $400, probably less than that, will do this entire shop with this siding right here, or this paneling rather, I guess you would call it, or this shiplap. I guess that's the term for it. So it's not too bad. Once we put our insulation up and use some finish nails to drive this in, this will look really good. So Shudibon, Shudi. I should edit that part out. So Shudibon. My self-reliance guy, I watched him do it about a year ago and he pronounced it the right way. I cannot recall how to pronounce it. Oh well. This cold is gonna kill me. I've had it for a month now. Well, that's the last of them, and I did not get everything done I wanted to get done today. It's already going on 6 o'clock. It's about time to eat some dinner. Time change stuff is horrible. It's hard to get stuff done during the daytime. You can see the sun setting over the hill behind me over my neighbor's property. And I was wrong, it's just 5:30. It's not 6 o'clock. 5:30 and the sun's going down. I hate this time change. I can't stand it. It's one of the things that I dread year round is the time change. I cannot stand it. I don't think it does anybody any good. It probably does, but I'm not aware of it. The neighbor's dog, I think, is barking again. He barks constantly. You know, my other house, my neighbor was always mowing the yard. At this house, the neighbor's dog barks all the time. So anyways, guys, tomorrow's Saturday, and we'll get up early in the morning. I gotta take some dirt out of here. We got a lot of dirt behind the sawmill. We had to dig out and we was pouring the concrete pad back there. So I got to get the New Holland out, and I got a little trailer. It's like a little dump trailer to pull behind it. So I got to get that dirt out of there tomorrow. I got to cut down 2 small maple trees on this side of the shop where the tractor needs to travel to get to the mill. And a little bit more cleanup tomorrow. And so we'll get the Mahindra out tomorrow and start bringing some timber in here. And the first one I saw up is going to be a crotch walnut. It's laying out here right beside the barn. It's the one I got a few weeks ago up the road from here that the power company was taking down. And it's right here close by. I need to get it out of the way anyway, so we'll put it on the mill first. And the second log after that is either going to be the that riverbank walnut log that I found when we was moving the timber over here, or a really big, nice cherry. But which one do you guys want to see? Because it doesn't matter to me, they're going to get sawed up anyway. So the first one will be the big walnut, the crotch. And the second one will either be the creekbank walnut or a cherry. You guys vote down below, just say walnut or cherry, and let me know. And whoever gets the most votes is what we'll saw up. And after that one's done, we'll do the other one. But kind of leaning toward that cherry. I got excited about that creekbank walnut, but that cherry is really big. It's like 24 inches, I think. And we've not done very much, if any, cherry on this channel so far. I don't think we've ever sawed up any cherry on the channel. Anyways, guys, it's gotten dark on us here. So the seat covers I talked about early in the video, we'll go over those tomorrow, and I'll show you guys what they are and why they're a good value. They're expensive, but man, they are a good value, and I'll tell you why. And we'll go over the shop, kind of the status here. I got stuff laying everywhere. I've been bringing stuff in from the old shop, tools, and I brought a lot of fest tools over today, and they're sustainers. They're laying everywhere. My shop refrigerator's over here. I got a bookshelf. I mean, things are a mess, and it's going to get in order. Just going to take time. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.